Have you heard of locusts? Well, these are bad, and the Standard, the newspaper called the Standard, says that Egypt is about to be hit by a biblical plague of locusts. There are people getting just a little too hysterical over this. I was in Israel the last time that a locust swarm this big swept out of Africa and Arabia, and it was dealt with rather quickly. Israel knocked down several swarms in the Negev via aerial spraying. However, there are two important things to watch for this time. First, will the nations of North Africa and the Middle East respond properly? And do they have the resources to respond properly? Think of this as a stress test to see how the countries in the region are doing. Second, this really might become something biblical. Just because it isn't now doesn't mean that it won't be later. We will find out this summer when the breeding season takes off. This is a test, but it also might be an opportunity to get really hysterical if it gets serious. Unfortunately, the Jerusalem Post points out that the hysterical people might actually be right in its article titled, "Speak of the Bible, Locust Swarms Imminent in Egypt, Saudi Arabia," and this is from their Middle East section. Again, I saw the story about these locusts a lot earlier than this one, and it has added a lot of detail that the first one was missing. The point is that this is bad, very bad. We're talking about the possibility of mass starvation here, depending on where the winds blow these locusts. And part of the reason for all of this, well, no, the reason for all of this is a shift in rain patterns. Incredibly unusual rains in the desert caused it to bloom, and with it, the desert locust population exploded. And they are saying that they need to kill off these swarms before this summer, or the devastation will be apocalyptic. Of course, it is the apocalypse, meaning Revelation, the one written by John. This looks a lot like the ride of the four horsemen, and millions, even billions, could die.